Hi there and welcome to another session of accountancy with me, Vishwanath sir, for the 12th standard. We've got a last part in analysis of financial statement, that is financial statements of a company, where we've reached the very end of it, and the last part basically is those parties who are interested in the financial statement or are the users of this financial statements. Now, when we talk about users, we divide it into two parts. One are the internal users and the other are the external users, and both of them require information. But certain times the external users are more reliant on this information because they have to deal with the company and they need to know what is the financial position of a company, because they would like to see that their dues are cleared properly. Okay, now let's talk about the two types of users. One is the internal and the other is the external. When we talk about the internal users, we talk about shareholders, management and employees. Now, the shareholders are the people who contribute to the capital. So, but naturally they would like to see the amount of returns they are going to get. The shareholders contribute to the capital in the business and thus they are always exposed to the risk. In view of the risk involved, they are always interested in knowing the profitability, financial strength and the cash position of the company. Fine. Then we've got the management. The management is someone who takes decisions quite often. So if they know about the financial statements and how is the financial position of a company, of their own company, then they will take some concrete decisions. So talking about the management has a responsibility not only to safeguard the investment but also to increase the value by managing the business efficiently and maximizing the profits. The management makes extensive use of accounting information to arrive at informed decisions such as determination of selling price, cost control and reduction, investment into new projects, etc. Okay, so these are the things which they have to take into consideration. Then we've got the third set of internal users who are the employees, and employees are entitled bonus every year because they are the people who work towards the betterment of the organization and they see to it that the organization always reaches the top. Now bonus is basically linked with the profits which is earned by the enterprise, and the employees are very much interested in the financial statement to find out whether they have got their dues or no. Okay, so the three internal users which we discussed was shareholders, management and the employees. Now we come to the external users, and in the external users we've got banks and financial institutions, we've got investors and potential investors, we've got creditors, we've got government, we've got the Securities Exchange Board of India. Okay, so various such people who are interested in the financial statements of a company. First is banks and financial statements. Now basically banks and financial institutions give loans to organizations. Of course they do give after going through all the formalities, and they will always want to know whether the company is faring well or no, because they need to recover their money which they have given by way of loan. Of course they always have a collateral security along, but they would always at time to time review what is the position of the company in view of whatever has been given to them. Fine. So banks and financial institutions provide loans to businesses. It is natural that the banks and financial institutions will watch the performance of the business to know whether it is making progress as projected, because always they ask for projections, and they would always like to see that the company is making the progress in the same way. To ensure safety and recover the loan advanced, cash flow statements and segment reports enable them to assess the cash position and whether the business segments are making progress as planned and projected. Okay, so this is very important whenever they are dispersing loans and the loans is given. They would always like to see that the organization is doing well. Okay, and they want the organization to do well because their installments will be paid on time, and they will always like to see what the company has projected. Have they followed it or no? Or are there any deviations in whatever has happened? So these are banks and financial institutions. From there we go to investors and potential investors. Investors are already those who have invested in the business and they would like to see the growth of a company because they will get returns. But there are potential investors also who want to invest, so they will always check the financial statements and the reports and then come to a conclusion whether to invest in a particular company or no. Okay, so this is something which they would like to take into consideration. Fine. Besides this, we have got the creditors. Who are creditors? Creditors are the people who have sold goods to us on credit and we have to pay them. So it is very essential that we make payment to them on time to time basis. And the creditors will also want a look at the financial statement because they would not like to take a risk with those companies which is making losses, and their future reputation is also at stake. Okay, and if their bad debts pile on, it will be difficult for them to survive also. So they will always see that the financial statements of a company, whichever they are providing credit, they are faring well in their annual progress or not. Besides this, we also have the government, and the government makes use of financial statements to compile the national income accounts and other information. Also, they would like to see that their taxes are paid on time because the financial statement depicts how much profits they have made, and from the profits are the taxes which are determined. So this is the first thing which will always come into the mind of the government, whether their taxes have been compiled with and they are the company is paying the taxes on time. Then we've got the Securities Exchange Board of India. This is basically a watchdog of the investors, and they would like to see that whatever the company has promised, whether it is going as per those, it's maintaining the accounts properly or no. So they would always like to have a look at the financial statements of a particular company. Okay, so these are the external users, that is the banks and the financial institutions, investors, potential investors, creditors, government authorities, and the Securities Exchange Board of India. So we come to the very last of this chapter, where we shall study the limitations of financial statements. The very first limitation is the records are historical. Sometimes it's very difficult to gauge what is the accurate figures, and these figures are historical records which have been there right from the beginning, and they are not going to give the correct picture. Okay. Besides this, they are also affected by estimates. Certain principles like stock valuation or provision for depreciation are based on estimates. They are not based on actuals. So these are certain things which have to be taken into consideration, and this is one such limitation of a financial statement also. Also, there are different accounting practices like depreciation can be on the straight line method or on the written down value method. So one of the methods, whichever is chosen, there is always a plus minus in the other. Then the qualitative elements are ignored. Okay, the good aspects, the quality which is shown by the workers and the people involved in the organization, that is completely ignored. And also the price level changes are also ignored along with qualitative elements. And the other most important thing is that they cannot meet the purpose of all the parties. Certain parties, yes, they can, but the other parties it is difficult. So based on this, the limitation of financial statements are: number one, historical records; number two, it is affected by the estimates; number three, different accounting practices; qualitative elements ignored; price level changes are ignored, and it cannot meet the purpose of all parties. Okay, please go through the chapter thoroughly, important from the point of view of your theory aspects, because it will be useful in your other chapters. Thank you so much. This is Vishwanath sir signing off.